Hey people, welcome to the Wednesday live stream. It is just after 5:30. It is the last day of April the 30th. It's around 12 degrees, so a lot cooler than this time yesterday when it was in the high 20s and it felt like it was 30 degrees with the humidex. And we had those crazy thunderstorms roll through the area yesterday. So welcome everyone. I hope you've been having a good day today and a good week. Todd Fuller, Giuseppe, hello, Modano, Carol Ellie, Picard, Doug O'Connor, good to see everyone. Toronto's Doo-Wop Music Guy, Jan Neeson. I started a stream right at 5:30, but after I started it, I realized it wasn't this pre-scheduled stream. It was just a brand new stream, so I was sitting there wondering why no one was popping into the chat, and then I realized, oh yeah, this stream is not was not the scheduled stream that everyone has been waiting for. So I quickly ended that stream after about 1 minute. I was like, whoops, I guess I can just end this one and start my scheduled stream. So that's what I did. So there'll probably be a 1 minute long stream on my channel, which I'll probably just delete afterwards. Hey, Mr. Adams Apple, how you doing? Hello, Freddie Speaky. Frida Speaky? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Mark M, how you doing? I remember I did that one other time and I didn't realize until much later. Eventually people did find the other stream at that time, but a lot of people were still waiting at my scheduled stream wondering where I was. Just one of those brain fart moments, I guess. At least this time I realized after a minute or so, whoops, this is not the stream I was intending to start. Hey, Digital Blade Canada, how you doing? Hello, Yosef. All right, let's get a move on. As you saw in the title, I'm gonna make my way to some cherry blossoms eventually. They're not in full bloom yet, but I think there'll still be something to see. I think in the next few days they'll hit full bloom. Hey, Alex Oliveira. All right, we're walking up Central Hospital Lane here, as it's called. Got a little network of laneways in here. We're in Cabbage Town, West Cabbage Town. Pretty close to where I live. Hello, Sebastian. Carl Roth. Yeah, I might end up going over to there. I think I'll first stop by the Robarts Library, where they have some trees there. But yeah, as a typical stream, I'll have a lot more walking to do after that, so I'll just probably end up going to Trinity Bellwoods also. Hello, Brooke McLean. What's up, Alan K? I've been streaming every like 2 or 3 days as we got near the end of April. I don't know if I'll go back to my 3 to 4 day schedule after this, maybe. Hey, Outlaw Radio. Shouting over there. What else is new, right? The Choo Choo Grill, a place I have yet to go to. I've walked past it in a bunch of videos though, including this one again now. All right, we're walking up Bleecker Street. This is like between Sherborne and Parliament. Sherborne to the west, Parliament to the east. What in the heck is up with this? How did that happen? Did they like cut down a tree and just leave that part there? Had the fence and the tree grown into each other and then they just decided to get rid of the tree, but they left that chunk? That's pretty weird. Hey, Mike Landry, $2. Hello, Ken. And hello back, Mike. How are you doing? Thank you very kindly for the super chat. Cheers, Mike Landry, much appreciated. And hello, Navindat. David Gibson, hello. Hey, no clue. I have no clue what that tree trunk in the fence situation was all about. Chris, the Pepsi driver, how you doing? That's what I like to think also, Carl. Not too many tourists will walk along Bleecker Street and notice a tree trunk grown into a fence, or whatever the hell that was. Hey, dog mama. Or even see like the old townhouses like this, you know. You do see some of this on some of the more main streets, but most of it is tucked away in these residential side streets. Hello, Wesley. Did I miss a super chat from Navin? Let me check here. I see Mike's. Oh, there's Navin's. Yeah. Navin's zipped right by before I had a chance to see it, and then Mike's popped up. But Navindat, $3. Thanks for the Wednesday stream, Ken. My pleasure, Navindat. thank you for the awesome support once again. Get a root beer? When don't I get a root beer, right? Thank you also, Nav and Dad, for the support. Much appreciated. And I think I missed a super chat near the end of one of my other recent streams that popped in. As I check afterwards to see if something like that happened, and I took a look a couple of streams ago, and I think I missed saying thanks to one person who sent a super chat. I don't like to miss them, as you know. Sometimes they sneak by me. Hey, Les Nosnet. How you doing, Les? Mark 311. And there are occasions where it doesn't even show up, but that's just a glitch. They usually always show up. But there have been occasions where they wouldn't show up, at least on my screen here using Prism. And then they'd show up on the mod screen where they're watching, on whatever device they're watching on, and then they'd have to tell me that I missed one. But that doesn't usually happen, thankfully. Speaking of super chats, Chris the Pepsi driver, $5. Ken, you missed the Metallica. You missed Metallica already. You have to wait another 3 years. Is that how long it's going to be before they come back? Holy moly. I can only imagine what the snake pit was like. Hopefully you caught my Metallica video I did on the night of the second concert. I took a little walk around the Sky Dome before the show, when everyone was just pouring into the dome. And I also checked out the Metallica pop-up shop inside the well. Thank you very kindly, Chris the Pepsi driver, for the $5. Very much appreciated. Glad you enjoyed the show. I didn't go see Metallica. Sad but true. Maybe another time. Hey, Robert Sprite. Hello, the Nerd Nest. Crossing busy Wellesley Street. Hey, not a bot. This is St. Jamestown. Whoa! Pigeon like clipped my noggin. Could feel it brush against my hairs on my head as it flew over me. What's up, Coleslaw? Kurt Affair, welcome. St. Jamestown views here. Don't see Kurt? I thought I saw Kurt. Someone said hi to Kurt. Pretty sure I saw the name Kurt Affair pop up in one way or another. Hey, Randy Ruck. It's not too warm today. It's a bit cooler than seasonal. It's around 12 right now. So it's taking a bit of a dive temperature wise. I think it's going to warm up again in the next few days though. Oh, okay, Marge. Yeah, if I see someone say hi to someone, I just assume that means that they're here. So I just say hi also. Although they're not here. Yes. I'm not saying hi to anybody. That guy was looking like he wanted to say something. He's looking at me like I had 3 heads and an extra arm growing out of my butt. What is that concerned contraption that guy is carrying around? Why is it looking at me? Yeah, Our Lady of Lourdes. Alright, that was a taste of Sherbourne Street, but we're gonna head west. Hey, Whitby dude. This is Earl Street. Oh, somebody had their car parked here and they had their window smashed. That happens all the time. My throat keeps... You can see these glass shards here. If you walk down these residential side streets early in the morning that have cars all lined up parked like this, you'll see car after car has their window smashed. People going up and down the streets trying to steal stuff out of people's cars. They look inside if there's anything that looks worth grabbing. If the car is locked, they'll just smash the window. That's why a lot of people leave their car unlocked without anything worth taking inside of it, right? If there's nothing in the car, just leave your door unlocked. They'll open the door maybe and look around, and if there's nothing to take, they'll just move on without damaging anything. But if your door's locked, they'll smash the window. It's a regular occurrence for people who park their cars.
I needed my other vacation days to go visit my family and to have like a weekend somewhere on
This is where Kenny versus Spenny did their show on the first season. First season of Kenny versus Spenny. Then they moved to Sherbourne Street for the rest of the show, near my place. Yeah, sorry about the ads. YouTube just likes to insert ads into live streams now. Something they never used to do, but now they do it. And the only way to not have ads is to demonetize your stream while you're streaming. Even then they might still insert ads, because I know some channels that aren't monetized yet still have ads in them, although the channel owner doesn't get any ad revenue until they are monetized. But that doesn't stop YouTube from putting ads in their videos anyway. Mike Landry, 10 bucks. A while back, one of your neighbors got his window smashed. The door was unlocked and 2 windows were already down. Well, that's just stupid then. Why would they do that? They just sound like dickheads then if they just smash the window for no reason. Not surprised though. But thank you very kindly once again, Mike Landry, for the generous support. 10 bucks. Cheers, Mike. Much appreciated. Crazy traffic right now. Rush hour on Jarvis Street. Yeah, that's true, Whitby dude. They changed that last year. Can I go to the Bentway? I'm not sure if I'll make it to the Bentway during this stream. I'll definitely go there, you know, in the future, the near future. Although you never know. I'm not sure where I'll end up, to be honest, during this stream, but I can't guarantee I'll end up at the Bentway. But I will definitely go there. If not today, then another day. Hey, John Burke. Hey, later, the Nerd Nest. And hello, Tom Seeley. Say goodbye to one and hello to another. Hey, Jack from Sydney. Yeah, Toronto is very close to being as expensive as Vancouver. It might be a little cheaper, but they're pretty close. It's like splitting hairs, really. They're definitely the 1 and 2 most expensive cities in Canada. Hello, Hadley Epstein. We're at church. Hey Christos, how you doing? And hello Zach also. Fernando Vega, what's up? Get to this side of the street so the sun wouldn't be blinding me as much. It's a bit shadier. Hey, Jasmine NYC. Good to see you. How is this on election night? Is that what the title says? I'm not sure how that happened. That was the title of my last stream. That's odd. Well, according to what I'm looking at, it has the proper title. The cherry blossoms. I just took a look here and it says cherry blossoms. It's fine on your end. That's odd that some people are seeing the title of the last stream. It's pretty weird. I have no idea why that's happening. That might have been the title of the stream I started initially and then ended after 1 minute. It might have used the old title of my previous stream. But that stream is not this stream. That was a different stream that I ended a minute in or so. So if you're watching this stream, you won't be seeing the title of that other stream. Hey, look it. Get to the tower. Get to the tower. Okay, thank you, Jasmine and everyone else, for confirming that it is the proper title. That would have been a bit confusing if not. I guess those are up for grabs if you want to hang some art on your wall. I already have enough. I have all sorts of paintings covering all my walls pretty much. Most of them are city skyline paintings actually. Because if you didn't notice, I really like city skylines and skyscrapers. A lot of them are New York City. And of course some Toronto ones as well. I still have the Sloan poster, yep. That's not going anywhere. Got some Beatles also, obviously. Okay, Fernando, so you were seeing that other stream that I accidentally started and then I canceled it. It was using the title of my previous stream. Billy T. Wow, Carol, that's awesome. Can you still smell the bubble gum? Hey, Expelta, hello. I probably wouldn't have time to make walking videos if I did that though, Carl. This takes up most of my time. Hey, Damon Washington. Don't get run down. So many people just zipping around in their cars everywhere. Even in like the Strally here. Most people walk through here, but there's always going to be someone driving through here. That's why it's a Strally and not a street or an alley. Some pistachios, that sounds good. This looks like an annex house that got plonked down here. Hey, hello, Nicole. What's up, Easy Flash? Alright, we're on St. Joseph Street. Just a side street. We're gonna make our way to the cherry blossoms first at Robarts Library on the U of T campus, which we're about to enter here. And then we'll probably continue on to Trinity Bellwoods after that. Hey, Kyle Walker. The Bay Bus. Hello, Yuffie. Hey, Jenny. Glad you could make it. Good evening, Jenny Kurzkamp. JK. And we got JB. What's up, JB? I'm KK. Or I guess KC on YouTube. But not with the Sunshine Band. KC and the Continuum Band. Or the Continuators, maybe? Hey, Bob Pugh, hello. You'd pay to see that, would you? Do a little stream. Make a little love. Walk around tonight. Walk around tonight. Right, we're on the U of T campus. You had KISS posters. Hello, SG. I remember when I was a young boy, drawing the KISS logo was like the cool thing to do. All the boys in the class would give their best shot at drawing the KISS logo. When KISS was, for some reason, really appealing to children, right? They kind of went through a weird phase there in the late 70s where their audience started shifting to like a bunch of little kids. I don't think they really liked that too much, but there wasn't anything they could do about it. All of a sudden they're noticing all these little kids at their concerts. It's like, we're KISS, we're rock and roll, we're the hot babes, why do we have all these little kids? I think it's because they did so much merchandising, you know, that they ended up attracting this huge audience of kids who would buy that sort of stuff, like KISS lunch boxes and the bubblegum cards and all that sort of thing. I used to see the KISS lunch boxes when I was a kid. I never had one. I was never really into them, I guess. I just knew about them. Hello, Tiana? Yeah, Tom, that's true also. Good job with this car. No worries. We'll just go around you. Look at the traffic, man. Get out of your cars, everyone. Why? Why do you subject yourself to this sort of thing? Is walking or just taking transit really that abhorrent to you? I guess so. I don't know. Jenny thinks Gene Simmons is creepy. I think he played that up. I think a lot of people were attracted to that image. If you believe his stories about how many groupies he was with, I guess some of them are into creepy. The creepier the better. Look at that. Queen's Park is all green now. You got leaves budding on the trees. The grass is a proper shade now. Hey, look, here's a cherry blossom tree right here. There are a few of them in the park here, but most of them are clustered around the library. Jenny says no. What about Paul Stanley? I think he's a more aesthetically pleasing looking guy, I guess you could say. He liked to stare into the camera when they were shooting their music videos. I think he was trying to seduce all the women watching on TV or wherever they were watching. Not as creepy. Hey Diane, hello. Like the video for I Was Made for Loving You, Baby. He like totally seductively stares into the camera a bunch of times in that video. I think he knew what he was doing. And he has some stories to tell also. Hey, John Nicholson. Yeah, that's right, he married a Canadian. Alright, we're in Queen's Park. There's King Edward on the horse. Alright, we'll go over this way.
You said the word model.
Like, I was also like very depressive 7 years ago. So I was like, even though I was like, I was like, I don't take offense that I can't do this, but
Hadley prefers Pink Floyd. I like them, but I'm a Beatle guy. Hey, $100 yacht charter. Thanks, Christian. Yeah, I really love walking around Queen's Park. It does seem like sort of the most big city downtown park to me, anyway. Just the ambiance of it. It's a good size, lots of big mature trees, you know, surrounded by tall buildings. Just has that look from what you think a downtown park should be in a big city. Lots of people jogging and things like that. They're going at quite the pace there. I wonder how long they can keep that up. Hey, Espero. Hey, Toronto Walker, welcome. All right, we're going to go to the turkey building up ahead. Robarts Library. I think in the next couple of weeks you can probably get a good look at the cherry blossoms in High Park. Turkey the bird. I said that just because it sort of looks like a big turkey, the design of the building. Or a peacock, I guess. Any bird with a big rear end, sort of, and a long skinny neck. Let me plug in my power bank a bit better here. Check out the view. Hey, Jefferson Rivas. Jeez, I hear dozens of languages usually on every walk around. That's one of the awesome things about Toronto. And dozens of accents of the same language or different dialects. Even if they're speaking English, they might have an English accent, a Scottish accent, an Irish accent, an Australian accent. This is Hoskin Avenue on the University of Toronto campus. Yeah, over 50% of Toronto's population was born outside of Canada. And not all just from one place outside of Canada, from dozens and dozens of different places outside of Canada. So it's a bit different than someplace like LA or Miami, which have a high foreign-born population also, but the vast majority of those foreign-born people come from one place, right? Like Mexico or Cuba. Whereas here, it's not like that. They're from everywhere. The foreign-born population is from all over the place. Hey, Ida Hamada, hello. There's a Cybermobile. Here's the Robarts Library that I said looks like a big turkey. I say this every time I walk past here, but some people might not know what I'm talking about still, so I mention it again. Vivian sees it. Carol sees it, see? Hadley sees it. And Fernando sees it. Everyone's seeing it. See a crowd gathered around the cherry blossoms over here already. Crossing St. George. Feels like just a few months ago when I last did this, but I guess somehow a few months is actually a year already. What feels like a few months is actually a year. Was that right, Howard? Wow. I've still never been inside of the Robarts Library. I know there's some awesome views of the city from the upper floors there. The sun sort of blinding us a bit here. Well, if they're not at full bloom, they certainly look like they are. I think this is the biggest crowd I've seen here in any of my visits I've done over the years. It smells nice. Yeah, it smells nice around here. Hey, Danielle, how you doing? Yeah, they are sort of whitish looking. Definitely still pink though, also, like a pinkish hue. Is there a pinkish hue? Hello, Wei. How you doing?
This side is better, no? Because your back here. Yeah. Both sides are so high.
Hey, Chris Mills. I don't really get it myself, actually. I mean, I can see that they're pretty and all that, but I think, you know, to me it's, yeah, I can see them, I can look at them and go, wow, that's pretty. And then maybe a minute later, I'm like, okay, I think I've seen everything I need to see. I'm not sure about the 8 million photographs and all that sort of thing. I'm live streaming it, obviously, just because people like them. Oh yeah, there was a rabbit. People were some guy put his little pet rabbit in one of the trees, and they were taking pictures of the rabbit in the tree, right? I guess that was just a fun thing to do. I don't know. I don't see any rabbits this year. And it's definitely more like of a thing that women seem to enjoy. I mean, you can't deny that. Women really, really, really like the cherry blossoms. Maybe it's something like the Mother Nature version of Taylor Swift. I don't know. You have Swifties and then you have Blossomies. Hello, Lisa Adams and Holden Caulfield. So the library. You are Holden Caulfield, and this is your story. Hello, Pamela. How you doing? Alright, so we saw one little cluster of cherry trees. Now we're going to go to another one at Trinity Bellwoods. There'll probably be a similar crowd there. Hey, Novella Cos. Feels like it's been a while. Kramer 911.
Yeah, it does the same thing.
Walk along Harvard Street. Should I run across here? I'd rather not. Now that I've been walking for a while, it feels very comfortable. Just wearing my hoodie with a t-shirt.
На мой личный телефон.
Yeah, that woman was talking to her phone in Russian, maybe talking to a person, I don't know. Either to a person or dictating something to her phone, anyway. Hello, Rebecca. Right, I'm going to walk along Harvard Street for a little while. Walk through Harvard Village.
They did, yeah.
I missed the street sign that you were referring to. Unless you mean that one with the big O up there? That's University of Toronto, and there's the big O hanging over the street. I'm not too sure, Yuffie. Hello. Yeah, right on.
What's up, man?
Peace.
Is it a live stream?
It is. Yeah.
Live stream, what's up? Live downtown Toronto.
Right on, right on. Hey, Peter Bradfield. Hello, Pavel. All right, we're walking along Harvard Street to Harvard Village. Harvard Bakery. We're going to go to Trinity Bellwoods. If you're just joining the stream, we were just looking at the cherry blossoms at Robarts Library on the U of T campus, and there's more at Trinity Bellwoods Park, so that's where I'm heading now.
How did I live?
Pretty bad. But to be honest, pretty bad.
And I think the biggest stand of cherry trees is in High Park, but I'm not going to make it that far. Yeah, I have no complaints about the weather right now. It is very nice for streaming. Hello, Warren. Welcome. Harvard Fish and Chips. Are they closed? I don't know. I think I can smell it, so maybe they're not closed. Some roti across the street. Toronto. We are in Toronto, Warren. Toronto, Ontario. Or as Americans like to say, Toronto, Canada. As if provinces don't exist. It's like me saying, I'm going to Cincinnati, USA. Los Angeles, United States of America. I smelled something, Jenny. I smelled something. It sort of had a fishy smell. I don't know. Harlem, USA. I think when we use the name of our provinces along with our cities, it just confuses non-Canadians, right? Like, people think they know the word Toronto, they know what that is, but then when you say Toronto, Ontario, they don't know what the heck you're talking about. It's like, what is Ontario? What is that? It's not really all that hard. Just like Los Angeles, California, New York, New York, Toronto, Ontario. Same deal. Ontario is a province of Canada. Hey, John Gordon. Yeah, and there is an Ontario, a city called Ontario in California, that's right. The province has all the power. The provincial government has all the power. The cities have very little power. Pretty much the Premier of Ontario can do pretty much anything he wants if he's got a majority. He can do away with the city of Toronto as an entity, right? It just doesn't make sense to do that sort of thing, but they have done stuff like that before. They've amalgamated cities together that were all separate. In some cases they amalgamate an entire county and turn it into one municipality. That happened in the town where I was born, Wallaceburg, in Kent County. And then they amalgamated all of Kent County together, and it became the municipality of Chatham, Kent. So the town of Wallaceburg basically ceased to exist. Like, the town is still there, of course, but it doesn't have any... doesn't exist on paper anymore. It's just a name now. Hey, Christina. Yeah, it's going, you know. No complaints, I guess. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it got dissolved. That's right. So it's still on maps and everything, of course. If you look at a map, Wallaceburg will still be there, but only in name. Yeah, that's right, Novella Costa. I remember when that happened. Dartmouth basically ceased to exist, right? Or Dartmouth, I guess, as they say there. It was once a city all on its own. Now it's just a name. Hey, Jason Curling. Brent Sheehan. Yeah, Bevy had to tell me that people there don't say Dartmouth, they say Dartmouth. Hey, Jacques Pilot. Yeah, in Toronto, no sidewalk goes unobstructed, right? It looks like they're just actually replacing the sidewalks here, so I guess that's good. The sidewalks aren't blocked by some other construction project, they're actually just replacing them. So some new sidewalks, I guess, are always nice. Yeah, that's right. I guess no one says Plymouth. Let's go to Plymouth. All right, let's go down Palmerston. I was just waiting for a nice street to turn south down. And Palmerston is, I think, the nicest street in this area, so let's do it.
I know.
This is a street for wealthy people. It was built to be a street for wealthy people. That's why it's extra wide compared to all the other streets, and it has these big houses which are mostly detached houses, although lots of them now are divided up into apartments, but lots of them are still just one big single family home. Hey, Peter Bradfield, $4.99 on that note for the birthday of rapper Turbo B from 1990s group Snap. I've never heard of Turbo B, and I've never heard of the group Snap. And The Power, I don't think I know that song, unfortunately. The only rap group from the 90s with a song that has something to do with power is Fight the Power by Public Enemy. I know that one, but I don't know that one, unfortunately. But hey, thanks for the super chat, Peter Bradfield. Sorry I don't know that particular song from the 90s. But I know, fight the powers that be. I know that one. Whoa, look what happened to this bike. It's all warped. It's a nice bike, but it looks like the back tire got kicked or someone ran over it. Got a new house under construction. That's something you don't see too often on these old streets. If that's going to be one house, it's going to be huge. I wonder if it's going to be an apartment building. It's Picard's bike. They went to warp 9.9 and that's what happened. Engage, warp back to 9.9. This one is a semi-detached mansion. Two mansions joined together. Hey, later, Christos. Have a good evening. Some people outside of Toronto might think, why in the world will they build a semi-detached mansion? Like, what's the point? And that's a good question. It seems to be a thing you see in Toronto. Okay, Peter, maybe I have heard it, but I just can't think of it offhand. I can't play it in my head or anything like that. Like from that time, I know some other songs like by Technotronic and some groups like that, but I don't know about that one. Brent, we're on Palmerston Boulevard. I think when this area was first built, and in its early years, it was known for being an area for wealthy Jewish families. And I think there's still a little bit of that left in the neighborhood, but it's changed over the years. My sister used to live in this apartment building. I've mentioned that before. Her and her husband, although they weren't married at that time, but they lived here for a little while. And Being Erica, the TV show on CBC, the main character, Erica, lived in this building on that show. I used to watch that show. It was really good. Like a time travel kind of show. All right, Karen, have a good night also. Thanks for checking out the stream. Good to know, Jellybean. One of the few. Oh yeah, my sister still lives here, not too far away, in the Dufferin Grove area.
Careful, pay attention, there's someone else walking.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, let's go. That's someone walking. Okay.
Hey, Jake Eves. Mr. Q, what's up? We're heading to the cherry blossoms at Trinity Bellwoods Park. Anyone wondering where I'm going or what I'm doing? Walking on Palmerston Boulevard right now. The kid was staring at me like I was an alien. That look where they just lock their eyes on you and stare without blinking, you know?
No one noticed. Oh, buddy.
Alright, on a busy... Yeah. Oh, hey! Sarah, what's going on, man?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. It's been a long time.
Oh.
I've been good. Yeah, I've been good.
I saw some of your videos like from before.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a while ago. but-
Yeah, I've been doing it for a while, yeah.
You live here, right?
Oh, yeah.
You live here?
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
In this neighborhood?
East
Oh.
of Yonge. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
East of Yonge, yeah.
Right on.
In,
Have you been?
that part of town. Yeah, I've been good, yeah.
East End.
Yeah, I've been good. How about you? Do you live around here? or-
I
Yeah?
just live in Kensington.
Oh, okay.
And I work at like Lawrence Medina.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I remember I ran into you one time in Church Wellesley Village. That was like over 10 years ago. That was
Yeah.
the last time I saw you, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I used to live at Young St. Clair. So
Okay,
down
cool.
here now.
Nice, man. I'm live streaming right now. You want to say hello to my YouTube audience? Or
Sure.
yeah, all right. Hey,
Hi.
this is an old friend of mine that I first met in North Bay, like 20 years ago.
Years
Yeah,
ago.
20 years ago around there. Yeah.
Don't say that.
20 years ago.
Close. Yeah, well, nice running into
You too, you too.
Enjoy the rest of your YouTube video.
I will. I'm going to go check out the cherry blossoms at Trinity Bellwoods.
Right on. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
to do that this weekend.
Nice. Yeah, there's a big crowd at the ones at U of T right now also. Yeah.
Yes, I'm also going to do that tomorrow after
Okay.
work, so.
Cool. All right.
Get all that nature in now.
Nice. All
Anyway,
right.
nice to see you.
You too. You too.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's grab a coffee sometime.
For sure. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right. We'll get in touch. Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Bye. That was my friend Sarah. I used to hang around with her in North Bay. I think I met her 2006, so almost 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago. She was new to North Bay. She just moved there at that time, and she didn't know anybody. And then I went to a show, to see some bands in North Bay at this venue where all the bands would play, and she was there by herself. I guess she just wanted to go and check things out, and she was just there. She didn't know anybody. And so I spotted her and moseyed on up and said hello. She just had that look like, I don't know anybody. Hey, Andy Wood. KG, hello. Hello, Franny14. Hey, Baba Shoe. Walking through Little Italy now. I think last time I talked to her, she was getting into some acting roles on a couple of TV shows and things like that. I remember she got a few parts here and there on a couple shows. I'm not sure if she's still doing acting or not.
I can tell you right now, we love it.
Do I enjoy the live theater? Well, I don't really go to any live theater shows, so it's not something I enjoy doing, but I have been to one or two before and I thought they were fun. But it's not something I do, so I guess it's not something I enjoy doing. So I guess no. No is the answer. Walking past the Royal Theatre, speaking of shows, the historic movie theater of Little Italy here. Yeah, that's right, Alex. Diane also. I just noticed she was on another show recently. Diane, she was on this new medical show. What's it called again? It's a show about a doctor. It's on Global TV. It's on Fox in the States. She had a role. She played the daughter of one of the characters on the show for that one episode that I saw. Hey, Quad Mods and the Amish Gamer. Maybe it's just called Doc. Is there a show just called Doc that's on TV right now? Where the Doc is a woman? Yeah, that's it, Carol. Doc. So Diane was on an episode of Doc just recently. Hey, Famous Master, hello. Let me cross to the other side. Yeah, it's an American show. It's on Fox, but it plays on Global, I think, in Canada. Oh, is that right, Howard? That's cool. What a small world, eh? Or I guess a small local TV production industry. It's one of those American shows that shoots in Toronto, so you see a lot of the same people either acting on these shows or the same crews will be part of the production. Novella costs, yeah. Maybe they had big plans, you know, at one time. They didn't pan out. Let's see, up to Dufferin Street up there. Hey, Psycha 75. Checking out some Little Italy as I make my way to Trinity Bellwoods. Maybe I'll walk down Crawford Street. That'll take us down to the park. Hey, Michael Wynn, hello. This is an awesome neighborhood. Hey, George, welcome. You know what? Let's walk down. Let's walk down this street. I don't think I've ever walked down this street before. This will take us to the park also.
It had a bunch of ears and they kind of flat.
Hey, Mark S. and Crikey. Anything up for grabs that's worth reading here in the little library? Ready Player One, there's a DVD there. I guess that was a decent movie. I don't think I need the DVD though. My DVD rack is so full, I don't even think I could fit it on there even if I wanted to. We're nearing some of the tiny streets. Well, there are some streets around here that are kind of tiny, if that's what you mean. Hey, Johnny B. I'll keep an eye out, Rebecca, for some little narrow alleyway type streets. What's that? Kitchener? Still just right on my back. On my back, the signal keeps crashing out. Hey, Randy Roberts. Note to self, never live stream down Montrose Avenue again. The black hole of live streaming. This light is taking forever, man. All right. There's like a literal traffic jam here on Dundas Street. Sorry about that. Montrose Avenue is just some sort of dead zone for some reason. I don't know how people expect to live on Montrose Avenue in this day and age with Can anyone hear me? Can anyone see or hear anything? Is it choppy? But people can hear me, right? And see things? Holy jelly bean. $50 donation to the stream gods. Wow, let's hope that works because the stream gods are very angry right now. But wow, thank you, Jellybean, for the amazingly generous super chat. Let's hope for the best as far as the stream gods go. Maybe they're listening, maybe they're watching. Am I back, Hildy? There's a drone. It's choppy, jeez. I don't know what the issue is with the stream tonight. Let's go deeper into the park. Usually I don't have any problems with the signal around here, right? Walking down there. But it's still persisting here. Bell network or something. Hey, Debbie Lalonde, hello. Can people hear or see anything? My signal is very low right now, and usually when it's this low, all people get is buffering. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I'm used to walking like this, you know. I never like,
The video is choppy. Okay. It's just stubbornly staying down in the crappy signal range here. There's the dog bowl, as they call it. Hey, Ken Lan. All right, the signal's going up a bit. Okay, thanks, Vivian. It went up, then it went back down again. It's just cursed, I tell you. This is Trinity Bellwoods Park, which is the other place to see some cherry blossoms. How far do I have to walk to find, like, all the way into downtown or what? Jelly bean, but we're pretty far away from all the crowds, you know, and it was working okay at Robarts Library where there were a ton of people there. Yeah, my signal is like normally at 4,000 kilobytes per second. Now it's at 700, right? So we are way down in the barely even having a live stream here. If it goes any lower, it probably wouldn't even be happening. Drone up there too. Seems like if I stand still, the signal starts to go back up, but once I start moving, it goes down again. Hey, Peter Bradfield, maybe it's because you didn't acknowledge today is the 32nd anniversary of the World Wide Web going public. That must be it. The internet is mad at me for not saying happy birthday. Thank you very kindly, Peter Bradfield. And I didn't know it was the World Wide Web's happy birthday day today. Alright, how's the picture now? Signal's a bit better, but it's still not even half as strong as it should be. Look at that, we got some cherry blossoms and the tower. Get to the tower. Is it better now? It's still not good signal strength wise, but as long as you can see without it being all choppy and buffering. Yeah, it never happened before. All the other times I've streamed the cherry blossoms or walked around through that part of town, it's never happened. They're really taking their cherry blossom photos seriously, right? They got all this super high-end camera equipment. They got like the high-powered lighting and everything. Those pictures must be going on some sort of very professional platform or something. I don't know. Or maybe she's a big influencer and they have to take really high-quality pictures. Whatever. Hey, Stephen Edwards. Geez, the signal is like in the doldrums here. Oh, the humanity. That was the name of a band in North Bay. Some friends of mine had. Oh, the humanity. All right, I'd like to hang around longer, but I want to get to some place where the signal is not complete crap. If there is such a place, there once was a nice strong signal. Once upon a time when I was streaming earlier. Hey, Leanne, Lockmain, how you doing? Hello. All right, Queen Street, West Queen West. See, is the signal going back up to normal now or what? It's still crappy. This must be just a bit of a disruption for Bell or something. Hello Darren, welcome to the stream. If you can see it. Hello anyone else that I might have missed saying hi back to. Julian Felix, hello. Yeah, Mr. Q, we got a look at them in between the buffering. We got a good look at the first batch at Robarts Library. The signal was nice and strong there. This is a nice chair up for grabs. Thought they were about to fight. There's no fighting on Queen Street. That's my rule. World of posters. I'll have to go in there one day. I bet you they have some Beatles posters in there. I'd like a good Abbey Road poster, you know. I have the Abbey Road album sort of sitting on top of my CD shelf, prominently displayed, but I think I'd like a nice big Abbey Road poster to put on my wall. If I can find a place on my wall to put it.
Just know where you are. No. So why are
The signal is still crap. I don't know what's going on. Why? Why is it like this? John Gordon. Picture's a bit fuzzy. You might be able to bump it up to a better quality. The little gear down below where you can adjust the quality. Maybe it went down to like a lower resolution and you can put it back up again to 1080 maybe. Or refresh your screen, that might do it also. This phone is 4 years old. I don't think it's a problem with the phone, it's just with the signal right now. It's not even half as strong as it should be. $240p. Maybe you can bump that back up again, Novelicos. Hey, Joey, just a foul? Hey, thanks, Famous Master. Random itchiness inside my throat. Not sure when the next live stream, in the next few days. Look at this contraption. It looks like something from Star Wars. That thing should be roaming the dunes of Tatooine. I have no idea what it was doing or where it was going. I don't think I've ever noticed this old neon sign before. It's a thingamajig, a whatchamacallit. A contraption. Along here during his first visit to Toronto. And then I remember we went into the Loblaws here. We wanted to get something to eat. We got a sandwich. What's this line for? It's another line for the Velvet Underground. Action Kid is alright. He's enjoying his time in Vietnam. Doesn't seem to be in any hurry to leave. He might be there for a while.
Pockets are empty, no food or drinks are allowed in.
Jane Remover, that's who's playing tonight at the Velvet Underground. Jane Remover what? That's what I want to know. Or yeah, No one named Jane is allowed to watch this show tonight. All you Janes, get the hell out! We're just all going to stand here in silence inside the venue. As long as nobody is named Jane, you can stay. Yeah, it's a harsh world, Jenny.
Ooh, that would be. There's one. One.
In my case, it would be burritos. Feed me burritos and tell me I'm handsome.
Yeah, no problem.
What a world that would be. Hey, Edmilson, hello. Hello, Robin.
Maybe it's like a...
Yeah, the signal is still down in the crapper here. There's definitely some sort of issue going on with the Bell network, I think. Because a dead zone doesn't last for like a half an hour, you know, if you're walking through like neighborhood after neighborhood. It's usually a few minutes and then it's okay again. Get with the program, Bell. Get your shit together. And the weather is very pleasant right now. Can't be anything to do with that. Hey, Dixon Cider, hello. Hey, Pine Sol. I like both of these. I think I like roti better than dosa though, but I'll take both. Yeah, Mama Bell is doing something that she shouldn't be doing. Hey, evening, Lisa. The cherry blossoms. Although the signal was in the crapper when we were looking at the cherry blossoms at Trinity Bellwoods, but we got a good look at the ones at Robarts before that. Hello, Leanne Kolcheski. Welcome.
Should we actually? Are you being serious? No, I'm gonna buy some. Why?
I hear, take on me, take on me. Yeah, we got to look at the tower. Here's Spadina. Spadina. Checking out some Queen Street action. We're doing things here too. At least I know what that thing is. Don't know what that other contraption was up there though. Have we already been streaming for 2.5 hours? That went by quick. I guess this stream will be a bit longer then, because I'm not going to wrap it up yet. I feel like I have to make up for all the buffering we had earlier. And apparently the screen went totally black for some people. Like the stream just died or something. That's probably all going to be just cut out of the replay of the stream. That won't even be in there. Yeah, I'll keep it going. We'll do a 3-hour stream. Northeastern University. There's Peter Street. See all the way to the Sky Dome. There's the dome. Get to the dome. Get to the dome. Ida Hamada. That's turning out pretty good. It looks like they're going to try to make it match the look of its next door neighbor, the historic sort of look, hopefully anyway. This one they did something pretty bizarre with here, as you can see. Have the old historic building with all this modernity sort of all built around it. That used to be where Silver Snail was, the old Queen Street location from back in the day of Silver Snail was right in that old building. And then they moved to Yonge and Dundas, and they were there for a long time, like 10 years or so. And now they're back on Queen, but way up by Trinity Bellwoods where we were. But their current location is smaller than what they used to have. Silver Snail is a comic book store, for those who are wondering, what do they sell there? Snails, or is it a French restaurant? Fresca on ice? Huh. I've never tried that. Let me get past this Muzak here. Oh no. That store is just blasting the tunes. Well, the signal is still crappy. Less than half of its regular strength, but oh well. Another Chipotle there. So hip. This part of Queen Street used to be the home of hip. Papa Smurf, is it much farther? Not far now. Papa Smurf, is it much farther? Not far now. Papa Smurf, is it? Yes, it is! Does it look fine? Okay, good. It's crossing John. That was from an actual episode of the Smurfs. From when I was a boy, I used to watch that every Saturday morning. I don't think you hear geese. I think those are the brakes of the bike. Someone's bike has squeaky brakes, and it makes that squeaking, honking noise. Well, how could I forget, Jelly Bean? How could I forget? This is the second one we've seen today, unless it's the same one we've seen twice now. Gonna walk past the noisy warehouse here with its ever-present Muzak. I can never go there, ever, because the music is always so obnoxious. I don't think I'd be able to take it.
Call me if you're stuck.
I'm not missing much. I've heard that the menu is pretty decent and the prices are good, but that's not enough to lure me in there if I have to subject myself to everything else that goes along with it. Yeah, not quite, Peter, not quite. Nav and Dat, yeah. I think the 70s and 80s were like the golden years of Saturday morning cartoons. Franny 14. I remember the little Smurf figurines were popular for a while in the 80s. I think I had like about a half a dozen of them. Like little made out of rubber, you know. I might still have some in a box full of my old stuff somewhere. Starting to get dark. The lights are coming on. Jeez, I'm still getting some signal notifications here. It's been like an hour now of just shitty service for some reason. I don't usually stream on Friday nights. Maybe I should keep it that way. That's what I get for streaming on a night other than my usual. Have a good night, Peter Bradfield. Thanks for your support. See you in the next one. Hopefully the weather is okay down in Metro Atlanta. Yeah, I closed all my background apps. I always do that before I start streaming. What a maniac. That guy's an absolute maniac, the way he's riding on the sidewalk like that. Oh wait, it's Wednesday. Did I say Friday? Yeah, I meant Wednesday, sorry. Wednesday night. Still not a usual night for me to stream. Other than the usual Mondays and Thursdays, which I usually do. Thanks, Jenny, for cluing me into what day it is. It just feels like a Friday, maybe. Today is indeed Wednesday, yep. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Rear, there we go. Geez, weak signal in here too. What's going on? What's going on tonight? Hey, Tyler Jordan. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Gary West. Osgood Hall. Yeah, I guess I don't really need to know the days of the week anymore, right? Every day is just video day or streaming day. They all tend to just kind of be the same, more or less, or sometimes take a break and put my feet up day. Was that right, Leanne? It's an awesome spot to chill. It's almost like a park, really, you know? It's like a little park. All away from the hubbub, and then you have this awesome building just to go along with it. Okay, Brent. This is all fairly new here. Hello to your dog. That's a big snapping turtle by the looks of it. Mr. Q, the fences aren't older than Toronto, but they're as old as Canada. The big iron fence around Osgood Hall dates from 1867, the same year as Confederation. Toronto is older than that, though. Toronto goes back to the late 1700s when it was the town of York, and then it became Toronto in 1834. Yeah, this is a recent addition here to the City Hall area. I flip the camera around, maybe the Toronto sign will not be in reverse. Let's see. Oh, it's still in reverse. If I take a selfie with the front-facing camera, though, the picture's flipped, so it would look like the Toronto sign was not backwards. So I've done that before when I was up on top of the green roof there. Yes, welcome to Ottenrot. Ottenrot, my kind of town. Megan is doing good. I think she went on a little getaway to the shore of Lake Erie. Yeah, they have to put the water in the pool. They should be doing that soon, maybe in the next week or two. Jeez, the signal is still way down. It's just a weird night. Everything was fine until I decided to walk down Montrose Street. I blamed it on Montrose Street, but it's obvious that it's not just that street. It's some network-wide issue right now. Hey, Kurt is here. We thought you were here earlier, Kurt. But you weren't. But now you are. There's a picture on the Toronto Reddit of someone took of a snapping turtle when they were walking through the Humber Valley Trail or whatever it's called in Etobicoke or around that area. A big snapping turtle was just walking right across the path. So Toronto does have snapping turtles in some areas, in the ravines and those sorts of areas, near the water, Humber River, whatever. The Humber Recreation Trail, that's it. Yeah, it's pretty huge. It's on the Toronto subreddit. That guy just came out of nowhere. Yeah, the light is really neat right now. I'm digging it. I can dig it, man. I can dig it. Can you dig it? I can dig it.
But this is May, so if you keep walking this way, you can go to college.
Yeah, sounds good.
Or if you want to got this one, that's it.
Yeah, and what else are right? Yeah, it's certainly ponder what the best routes are for biking. Because
That's
Bay,
so I used to have to buy back. So yeah, this way to Bay is like has 5 points.
like I feel like
Yeah. Yeah.
and then college, you just did like it's all good. College,
Right.
Yeah. Probably just don't like shop like anytime. Okay. Yeah.
The call of young Dundas Square, right? Pulls you in. Just when you thought you were out, it pulls you back in.
So I'm like, oh,
At least the picture looks okay, even if I have a very subpar signal strength right now. It is going up a bit now. And it went back down. Just when I think it's going up, it goes back down again. That's what she said. Bright lights, big city. Yeah, I was inside during the storm yesterday. It didn't really hit my area all that bad, really. Just some rain, some wind, but nothing too out of the ordinary from what I could see. But some other parts of the city really got hammered, though. Have a Heineken. Why not? I prefer root beer. Okay, Vivian, no worries. You've held out long enough. 3 hours, so awesome. Thank you, Vivian. Hope your head feels better after you step away. Have a nice evening, and I'll see you in the premiere tomorrow, if all is well. Cheers, Vivian. Let me try and get away from the Muzak here. It even feels like a Friday here tonight for some reason. Kind of a weird vibe in the city tonight for a Wednesday. All the Muzak is just all blending together. Well, we've got something happening over here. Yeah, everyone is excited because it's hump day. Maybe I shouldn't get too close to that because there's music also. Looks like it's live music though. That should be fine. Hey Neville, welcome. Well, we passed 3 hours. We're at Dundas Square. I think it's probably time to wrap up another stream here on Wednesday nights. Not Friday, that's right. Hump day night. So thank you all for joining me on the last stream of April. April flew by. Hope everyone is looking forward to May and what it brings. I am. Let's hope we get some nice streaming weather in May. So thank you all for accompanying me as I wandered around. We checked out the cherry blossoms at Robarts Library and at Trinity Bellwoods, although I apologize for the signal problems when I was at Trinity Bellwoods. And the signal is still crappy all this time later. Hopefully the next time I stream in the next few days, keep an eye out for that. Hopefully the signal will be back to full strength for my next stream. But make sure you subscribe and like and share and hit all the buttons so that you can check out that stream when I do it. Hit the notification bell also. And I'll be premiering a video tomorrow evening on my channel. Hope to see you there for that. It'll be 7:15 p.m. That's a pre-recorded video, but with a live chat. So you can all hang out and chit-chat as you watch the video. And I'll be there in the chat as well. And big thanks to the mods. Thank you so much for sticking it out for over 3 hours. And a huge thanks to all the awesome support with your super chats, super stickers. Thank you so much. Went above and beyond tonight. Very much appreciated. Until next time, I will continue. Have a good night, everyone. I think that guy just wanted to be in my stream. He walked like literally 5 inches in front of me. And thanks to the channel members as well. All right. That's all for now. Cheers, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. When I head on home now. Say the thing. We will continue, or yoink. That's Johnny's thing though. Abadia. That's all, folks. How about that one? All right, night all.